Major setback for SLS. NASA makes a new statement about SpaceX's Starship. The world of space exploration is dynamic, with milestones and setbacks constantly shaping the path forward. Among the most ambitious projects are NASA's Space Launch System, SLS, and SpaceX's Starship, both designed to transport astronauts and payloads beyond low Earth orbit and potentially to Mars. While the SLS has been NASA's primary investment for deep space missions, especially the Artemis program, recent developments and statements from NASA regarding SpaceX's Starship have sparked interest, speculation, and significant discussion within the aerospace community. The latest updates indicate a potential shift in NASA's approach, creating what could be seen as a major setback for the SLS. In light of SpaceX's advancements with Starship, NASA has made statements that question the role of the SLS long-term. This move opens the door to various possibilities for the future of human space exploration, as well as the growing influence of private companies in space missions. This article will explore the background and development of SLS and Starship, NASA's recent statements, and what these developments mean for the future of space exploration. The development of the Space Launch System, SLS. The SLS program was introduced as a successor to the Space Shuttle program after its retirement in 2011. With the ambitious goals of returning humans to the Moon and paving the way for Mars missions, NASA designed SLS to be the most powerful rocket ever built. This heavy-lift vehicle was intended to be a reliable and reusable platform that could carry large payloads and cruise far beyond low Earth orbit. However, SLS has faced delays, budget overruns, and technical issues. Its development has spanned over a decade, with costs surpassing original estimates. Nevertheless, NASA has continued to advocate for the SLS, emphasizing its crucial role in the Artemis program, which aims to land the first woman and the next man on the lunar surface and establish a sustainable human presence on the Moon. Despite its challenges, SLS made a historic achievement in 2022 with the successful Artemis I launch, which was an uncrewed mission around the Moon. This mission validated the rocket's capabilities and set the stage for Artemis II, the first crewed flight, which is anticipated to occur in the coming years. But even with this achievement, the SLS program's challenges have led to debates about its cost-effectiveness, especially when comparing its development to other emerging technologies, such as SpaceX's Starship. SpaceX's Starship, an innovative game-changer. SpaceX, led by Elon Musk, has continuously pushed the boundaries of space technology. Starship, their fully reusable heavy-lift rocket, represents a bold leap in rocket design. Unlike traditional rockets, Starship is intended to be reusable, cutting costs dramatically and increasing launch frequency. Furthermore, its payload capacity exceeds that of the SLS, providing a more flexible platform for deep space missions. Starship is designed to carry up to 100 tons to low Earth orbit, with capabilities for refueling in space, which could make missions to the Moon, Mars, and beyond more feasible. SpaceX's vision for Starship includes ambitious plans to colonize Mars, establish lunar bases, and even offer long-haul intercontinental travel on Earth. SpaceX's Starship is undergoing rapid development and testing. Despite a series of explosive test flights, the company has consistently demonstrated its ability to iterate, learn, and improve at an unprecedented rate. This pace of innovation has attracted NASA's attention, leading the agency to partner with SpaceX for specific missions. In fact, in 2021, NASA awarded SpaceX a contract to use Starship as the lunar lander for the Artemis program, marking a historic moment as a private company became a central component in NASA's lunar ambitions. NASA's recent statement, a shift in focus? In a recent statement, NASA acknowledged the impressive progress SpaceX has made with Starship and suggested that it may consider shifting some of its focus to this new, innovative system for future deep space missions. Although SLS remains integral to the Artemis program, NASA's acknowledgement of Starship's advantages presents a potential pivot in the agency's strategy. NASA's comments have sparked considerable speculation. The space agency has heavily invested in SLS, and many of its goals, from the Artemis missions to establishing a lunar base, are tied to the success of this rocket. However, given SpaceX's rapid advancements and the potential cost savings associated with Starship, NASA's recent statements indicate a re-evaluation of its reliance on SLS. This shift raises questions about the future funding and development of SLS. If Starship can achieve full reusability and consistently demonstrate reliable operations, NASA might increasingly rely on SpaceX for specific mission profiles, which would decrease the demand for SLS launches. Additionally, Congress, which controls NASA's budget, might also reconsider its financial support for the SLS if a more cost-effective alternative like Starship is available. Cost implications: SLS versus Starship. One of the primary criticisms of SLS has been its cost. The development and production costs for a single SLS rocket are estimated to be over $2 billion, with costs per launch expected to be similarly high. Each SLS launch is a significant financial commitment, and if delays or technical issues occur, those costs can increase. In contrast, SpaceX has designed Starship with cost efficiency as a central goal. While the exact costs are not publicly known, estimates suggest that Starship could reduce the price of launching payloads to space by an order of magnitude. With full reusability, the cost of launching Starship could fall to a few $1,000,000 per flight, a fraction of what it costs to launch the SLS. NASA's recent statement on Starship has implications for the agency's budget, as a more cost-effective solution could allow NASA to allocate resources toward other research, technology development, and exploration initiatives. If NASA increasingly relies on Starship, it could open the door for a broader range of missions and exploration possibilities. Implications for the Artemis program and beyond. The Artemis program has been a beacon of hope for human space exploration, focusing on the Moon as a stepping stone to Mars and other destinations. While SLS has been central to the Artemis program's vision, NASA's recent statement regarding Starship introduces a potential shift in the program's trajectory. Since Starship was selected as the lunar lander for Artemis 3, it is already an essential component of the mission architecture. However, if NASA begins to rely on Starship more extensively, the SLS might play a reduced role in subsequent Artemis missions. Starship's capacity for in-orbit refueling and its large payload capability could make it a more attractive option for the later stages of the Artemis program, where cargo and crewed missions will require more significant transportation capabilities. The implications for Mars exploration are also substantial. NASA's long-term goal has been to send astronauts to Mars, but the complexities and costs of such a mission have made it a distant ambition. However, SpaceX has maintained that Starship could achieve Mars missions at a fraction of the cost previously estimated. NASA's endorsement of Starship's capabilities could accelerate Mars exploration, potentially leading to human landings on Mars within the next decade. The role of private companies in space exploration. NASA's openness to using Starship signals a broader trend in space exploration. The increasing role of private companies. While government agencies have traditionally been the primary drivers of space missions, companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and others are transforming the industry. Private companies bring innovation, efficiency, and rapid development timelines that government agencies sometimes struggle to match. This partnership model, where private companies develop and operate the spacecraft while NASA provides funding and mission objectives, represents a new paradigm in space exploration. NASA's recent statement underscores the growing influence of private companies in achieving ambitious space goals and suggests that future exploration might involve even closer collaborations. Political and industry reactions to NASA's statement. NASA's statement about Starship has generated diverse reactions from lawmakers, industry experts, and space enthusiasts. The SLS program has received significant political support, particularly from states where NASA facilities and contractors are located. Shifting away from SLS could face resistance from stakeholders who have championed the rocket for years. However, the aerospace industry has recognized Starship's potential and its role in advancing humanity's reach in space. Many experts argue that a focus on Starship's capabilities, combined with SLS's proven reliability, could create a balanced approach that leverages the strengths of both systems. Conclusion: a new era in space exploration. NASA's recent statement regarding SpaceX's Starship marks a pivotal moment in space exploration. As Starship continues to demonstrate its capabilities, NASA may increasingly rely on SpaceX for deep space missions, challenging the SLS program's future role. This shift is not merely about choosing one rocket over another. It signifies a broader transition in how space agencies operate, where partnerships with private companies play an essential role in achieving humanity's most ambitious goals. While the SLS has represented NASA's long-standing commitment to space exploration, the rise of Starship signals the potential for a new era defined by cost-effective, reusable, and innovative solutions. The implications of this shift are profound, extending beyond NASA to reshape the future of global space exploration.